Today I'll bring you along on a day that I woke up and I knew I had to take extra care of myself. I'll share what I did today and I hope the tips will help you when you need a mental health day of your own. Eat breakfast. It's pretty obvious to me, but some people don't do it. It's important to keep your sugar levels at level, not too much, not too little, and basically you cannot ride a car without fuel and you cannot pour from an empty can. The second one is intentional behavior. What I mean with intentional behavior is that you think about what you want to do and don't just live on autopilot. We tend to grab our phones when we don't know what to do, letting it overflow us with information about other people's lives. It can be quite overwhelming, even if you don't notice it consciously. You can get to know yourself better and practice self-care by making your behavior conscious. When you grab your phone, ask yourself, am I looking for information on my phone, or am I just searching for distraction? If it's the latter, decide if that's what you want. Distraction is totally fine, but it might be worth exploring if it's all you do. Take time to process things. In this fast and crowded world full of information, it's important to take moments to tune in with yourself and notice how you feel. If you're uncomfortable with your feelings, I totally understand, by the way, you can invite them in doses. You don't have to drown yourself in them, but it can be helpful to learn how to swim so you know what to do when you encounter a sea. Facing your feelings and acknowledging them, I think, is one of the bravest things you can do, so it's okay if it might feel scary. Now we're going outside for some fresh air. We're gonna go to a place just outside the city. Because I'm recovering from a burnout, all the sounds of the city can sometimes literally make me nauseous. You could compare it to a pretty bad hangover, but for over a year. That's why I think it's so important to tell you how to take better care of yourself. We were not built to stay in between four walls all the time, so I think visiting nature or even a park can really help to clear your head. Because this is a self-care video, I would love to ask you some questions. If you want, you can pause the video to think about them. And remember, you can be as honest as you want, because no one has to read it. I don't even read it. What do you like to do? What gives you energy that makes you happy and just makes you feel like coming home and saying, oh, I have had such a good day. When you play games with friends, you might be tired, but you feel empowered again. Also think about tasks like writing, analyzing, communicating, designing, strategizing, researching, etc. The next question is, what are things that give you negative energy? These can be friends that keep putting you down, too big of a workload, or old habits like a dance class you no longer like, but you're not ready yet to admit it to yourself. You can pause the video if you want, if you need some time to write it down, and then just keep it in mind while I tell you about the next point. Move your body. Okay, this is quite interesting because shaking your body helps to heal the trauma in you. In the time of the hunters and gatherers, cortisol hormones in our bodies were functional whenever there was a dangerous situation, like a tiger, to activate our sympathetic system and get into get the heck away from here mode. But now When we are stressed and there is no tiger, we don't run anymore. We don't get the physical release that make the stress hormones go away. And sometimes that stress stays with you. That's also why dancing can help with healing from trauma. People seem to treat their body like something they can control and not like a home that holds you. I think it's healthier to accept that you have needs and that you are responsible for fulfilling them. Otherwise, if you don't do it, you just fall down at one moment. Take care of your body and tune in with it by exercising. You don't have to dance properly. You can just swing your body around. If you don't know how to start, here are some movements that you can do for a while that bring you in kind of a rhythm. Be kind to yourself. For me, it was taking a nap because I already felt sick after this walk. It was really frustrating, but when you're sick like me, you cannot help but notice that it really doesn't work to keep pushing yourself if you're down. We all have things in our life that we'd rather not do, but we have to do in order to get financial security or because we want to take care of a loved one. Still, I already knew this, but I finally realized that you are living your life for you. You can create a life that you want. If you are overworking yourself, maybe you can allow yourself a balance so you don't have to push yourself that hard. Your body might be able to do it for a while, but for how long and at what cost? Is it worth the gain? If you are scared to allow yourself to do what you've always dreamed, don't be the one telling yourself no. It's such a waste that a lot of people are standing in their own way. Who's telling you you're not enough? Why do you keep in touch with them or with that side of you? Really think about that, because it's okay, many people do it, but I think it's better to find places with support to help you grow and evolve. Get creative. For me, being creative really helps with getting in touch with myself again. That's why I'm making these videos. Maybe it's because of self-expression that I can get to my emotions easier. What I'm holding right now is refrigerator magnetic poetry. I found out that poetry really helps me to capture my feelings when I'm stuck in my head and I don't know how to express myself. I'll translate this poem for you. Slow adventure. I will happily trade my chaos for free art, but not right this second. Before that, I need to visit my shadow in the nude. And tomorrow, I'll meet another person with pride in my eyes and not soothe them with kisses. I wrote this poem because I overthink so much and it's really tiring, but a chaotic brain, you can also use it for creative things, for art. And it's also about people pleasing, that you get in touch with the side of you that you normally would hide or that you don't like, but that you accept that side of you and that you won't people please and like kiss someone just to show them the good you, only the good you, but that you are enough. That's kind of what it's about. Not to sound like your mom, but clean your room. For me, it always helps to make my home a cozy one, a nice place to be, so I feel more comfortable. Get inspired. Recently, I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos from Unjaded Jade. They have actually inspired me to give these types of videos a go. She really inspires me to connect to myself and to not be afraid to go on adventures by myself.
So, not only did I decide to go, but I decided to go alone.
She has an amazing Europe travel series where she goes traveling all alone, and I can definitely recommend her channel. Then I went to my singing class in the amazing House of Arts. I recently learned that the vagus nerve is attached to your vocal cords, and by singing, you stimulate it. The vagus nerve is a nerve that helps you relax, so I've been singing quite a lot, and it's one of my favorite things to do. I think any hobby that's just about you and expressing yourself can help you get some positive energy. I also find the way home through the city amazing. It gives me a sentimental feeling and also a freedom of freedom, cycling in the middle of an empty shopping street with all those beautiful lights. The last thing I did on this mental health day was journal. I always like to create my own layout with stickers. It doesn't have to be perfect though, but it's pretty cute. I write stories about the adventures I had, or I explore my thoughts and feelings. Sometimes I write after meditation. It's very interesting what comes up when you are silent. Most of the time, it's things I forgot to do, and it's these things that really give me a sign like, oh, you haven't been silent with yourself for a while, and now I get the time and the chance to connect to myself again. I think journaling also helps you connect with yourself and helps you reflect. Whoa. I really hope that this video was helpful or will be helpful for you. And I hope that you are having a great day. And if you're having not such a good day, then here's a virtual hug from me. I really hope that this video can help you, that there are more people that sometimes struggle, but that the next day might be a better one and it's gonna be all fine. So, well, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you so much for watching and bye. See you next time.